Hey y'all, it's Amy from Northwest Registered Agent, and I'm here today with Clayton. Clayton, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Today we're going to be talking about how to form a 501c4 in Delaware. We'll learn more about this tax exemption status and how to apply for it. So Clayton, I got a question from a client the other day, and they were wondering how to form a 501c4 in Delaware. What should I tell them?
Yeah, so the first thing I would do is just make sure that they do want to do a 501c4. There's another thing called a 501c3, and they're super similar.
Okay, what's the difference then?
Yeah, so a 501c3 is definitely the most common, and that's going to be things like churches, schools, art organizations, and any companies that are considered charitable organizations by the IRS.
That makes sense.
So then we've got the 501c4, and that includes things like the local association of employees, social welfare organizations. It can include things like homeowners associations, volunteer fire departments, and organizations that engage in substantial lobbying as well.
So if they've decided that that applies to them, what would they do?
Yeah, so the first thing you want to know is that the 501c4 is actually a tax designation and not a business entity type. So you'd want to figure out your business structure first. I'd recommend talking to a business attorney. Once you figure that out, you're going to submit all your formation documents for the company to the Delaware Division of Corporations. And then once that's completed, then you'll apply for your 501c4 status with the IRS.
How would they do that?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a complicated process. So the first thing that they'd have to do is file a Form 8976 with the IRS. As of right now, it's about $50. And what that is doing is notifying the IRS of your intent to operate as a 501c4. Once you've completed that, you'll need to go online to submit a Form 1024A. You go to pay.gov to do that, and that is applying for the recognition of the exemption status.
Okay, so is there anything else that they need to do?
Yeah, so from now on, they'll need to file Form 990 or 990EZ on an annual basis to maintain their tax exempt status.
Okay, thanks. So today, we learned that 501c4 is a tax exempt status through the IRS. It can apply to local associations of employees, social welfare organizations, or even include organizations that engage in lobbying. We learned that this status is not an entity type, so you will still need to choose one, and form your entity by filing with the Delaware Division of Corporations. Once the entity is formed, you will need to file Form 8976 with the IRS, followed by Form 1024-A, and both must be filed online. Thank you so much for being here today, Clayton.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
If you have a question, leave it in the comments. Lost? We've been there. Let us show you the way. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. We picked out 2 other videos you might find useful. You need tools to build something big. Subscribe now.